Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to be walking you through how to set your Garmin Instinct Crossover watch so that when you're wearing it and you tilt your wrist towards you, the backlight either turns on or off. I'm using the Instinct Crossover Solar. It shouldn't matter whether you've got the solar version or non-solar version. Everything I show you, you can do on either model. I'll also say we can do it on the watch, which is what I'm going to be showing you today. You can also do this setting on the Garmin Connect app on your cell phone and then simply sync the changes over to your watch. So the first thing we need to do is we need to press and hold the menu button on the left-hand side. That'll take us to our settings, and then we could either use the up or down button. I'm going to recommend using the up button because what you need to get to is system, which is at the bottom of your list. Press GPS to choose system, and then again, we could use either the up or down button, but we're going to go down to backlight. Press GPS to select backlight. Now, once you get into your backlight settings, you've got three different subcategories. You've got your settings for how does the backlight operate during an activity, how does the backlight operate in general use. General use would be any time that you're not in an activity and you're not sleeping. And then you have during sleep. The wrist gesture setting you cannot use during sleep. It's only available for general use and during activity. You can use the backlight while sleeping, but basically it's just a matter of pressing keys to turn on the backlight. How bright is it and how long does it stay on? But you can't control the wrist gesture. I'm going to choose general use. That's the one that most people are probably going to be interested in. When we go into our general use settings, if you press the down button, you will see an option that says gesture. Now you can see that mine's set to after sunset. We'll talk about that here in a second. This gesture is basically the wrist gesture that we're talking about. I'm wearing the watch, tilt my wrist towards me, what happens? I'm going to go into your options here. So off obviously would mean anytime I'm wearing the watch, if I tilt my wrist towards me, don't do anything with regards to the backlight. On would be the opposite. Anytime I'm wearing the watch, in this case, general use, not during an activity, if I tilt my wrist towards me, the backlight's going to turn on. Now be careful with this. That might seem like a good idea, but the more times that backlight is turning on, the more battery life you're going to be using. So if you're somebody who's worried about battery life, I would be careful with that setting. And then the setting that I really like is after sunset. The way after sunset works is when I'm wearing the watch and I tilt my wrist towards me, nothing happens unless it's after sunset for the given day and my given location, and then at that point, the backlight will turn on, but only after sunset. And I feel like that's the best of both worlds. You're not going to be using up your battery life all day long while you're tilting your wrist towards you, but in the evening, when you might need that backlight, it'll turn on automatically. Set it the way you want, press the back button. The only other thing you would need to do is you would need to decide, do you want to set it for during activity? During activity would mean if I go out and do a hiking activity or a jogging activity or golf, what happens with regards to the backlight? Again, if you go down to gesture, you will see that you've got an option for it. You'll have the exact same options we just looked at, off, on, or after sunset. Again, set it the way you want, and that's how you successfully turn on or off the wrist gesture for the backlight on your Garmin Instinct Crossover. All you need to do at this point is just press the back button a couple times, get you back to your main watch face, and we've successfully set this setting. As always, I hope the video helps. Thanks for watching.